blessed good morning to all as we come into this new time, as we greet a new day, asking God to be with us this day, to lead us through this day with God's wondrous love and faithfulness, where we are able to grow and become all that God would have us be. So this morning, as we come together, we give thanks for a new day, this Thursday morning, and we prepare ourselves to be open and receptive to what God is seeking to do in our lives, how God wants to use us for His service. So I invite us now to come into that space where we are able to be with God in a unique way, in a way that enables us in the rest of our day to be able to remember what this feels like and to revisit it from time to time in our day, coming back to source, as it were, coming back to center. So as we take a deep breath, we come into our heart space, and we imagine that heart space being filled and expanded by the divine presence, by our awareness of the light that is within us, of the peace that is ours, of the power that flows through us. Science reminds us that there is enough energy within us to light a city. And we can't really imagine that because we think of ourselves as so insignificant. But that just reminds us of our potential and how little of our potential we actually employ. We are that powerful when we apply all of ourselves. So much of us is not applied, but lies dormant. So this spiritual path invites us to expand, to engage those parts of ourselves that are lying dormant, unused, undiscovered, to seek day by day to bring more of ourself into operation. For it's not for us to be awed by the work of Jesus, but to be encouraged by the work of Jesus. So in this place of stillness, we are invited to recall and to reconnect with our divine self and become the fullness that we are called to be. So we center ourselves and we seek to access the rest of our full self. When Jesus became aware, he departed from that place. Many crowds followed him, and he cured all of them. And he ordered them not to make him known. This was to fulfill what had been spoken through the prophet Isaiah. Here is my servant, whom I have chosen, my beloved, with whom my soul is well pleased. I will put my spirit upon him, and he will proclaim justice to the Gentiles. He will not wrangle or cry aloud, nor will anyone hear his voice in the streets. He will not break a bruised reed or quench a smoldering wick until he brings justice to victory. And in his name, the Gentiles will hope. Here we are on Thursday morning, and we are continuing our theme, Give to God what is God's. And as we continue to reflect on this theme, and as we continue to reflect on our lives, we are by duty bound to seek ways in which we can grow from these reflections. In our passage this morning, where Spirit says, "Here is my servant whom I have chosen, my beloved. I will put my spirit upon him, and he will proclaim justice to the Gentiles. The prophecy speaks to having that Spirit of God, being claimed by God for God's purpose. When we read this, oftentimes we are led to focus on the Christ as we understand the term with relation to the man Jesus. But we need to widen our understanding of this and realize that the Christ is a concept that is not restricted to a particular incarnation, but that the Christ is a way of being that is beyond our normal everyday experiences. The Christ itself is in many ways the ascended self, the self at a higher level, the self totally and fully infused by the Spirit, the self that knows itself as divine, as being part of the divine, and hence in the full service of the divine. That is you. That is me. That is the task to which we are called. That is what this journey is about. That is what this existence is for. Stop for a moment today and look at your life and ask yourself, what is it for? What is it about? Is it just to be here, like the cat, the dog, the pig, the sheep? What is this for? Who am I? What am I doing? What am I here for? Is it simply to get bigger as a person, get older? Is it just to do a particular task and be paid for it till I can't do it anymore? Then I go into retirement and wait for the end of my life? What's it for? Is this all there is? Is this what this is about, just this existence? Or is there a higher way of being? A higher purpose? Is it possible that having in many ways lost a sense of why we're here, as we kind of hear in the story of the fall, is it that having lost that sense of our true self, that we have simply gone about engaging in various activities to fill our time, and we're now so immersed in those activities that we perceive that these activities really and truly are the real reason for us being here? But is that true? Is that really true? Or have we sought inventions that have led us away from our true purpose? One of our scriptures reminds us that God has made us for himself but we have gone off seeking other inventions. We have busied ourselves. And now we are so immersed in that busyness that we have in many ways forgotten whose we are and why we're here. And even though we reference God, even though we reference Spirit, that is about all it is, a reference. Because our devotion and our commitment is usually to the system that we have employed to reference Spirit, to reference God. And so that which was intended perhaps to lead us back from our sleep, back from our distraction, has itself become a distraction. And so we are further layered over, and it is becoming more and more impossible to find our true self and purpose. Give to God what is God's. I've raised some questions for you this morning and for myself. I invite you to contemplate those questions, to really sit with them and see what you receive from Spirit. Because Spirit never fails, never ever fails to respond to our questions. Spirit will respond. And when Spirit responds, we will know why we are here, and we will remember. We will awaken from our sleep, and we will be able to give to God what is God's.